All right.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm here, and we've got some absolute chaos hitting the league right now. You won't believe what just dropped regarding the Kansas City Chiefs. Honestly, this is heavy stuff. Stick around, because this changes everything for the kingdom. Sorry. Roll the intro. Listen, you feel that? That's the Arrowhead mystique breathing down the neck of the entire NFL. And right now, it's breathing a little heavier than usual. We're talking about the Lamar Hunt legacy, the soul of Kansas City, and the relentless pressure of maintaining a dynasty that, well, honestly, it took a massive hit last season. 6-11. Read it and weep, Kingdom. The first time we missed the dance since Patrick Mahomes took the reins. And believe me, nobody at One Arrowhead Drive is sleeping easy tonight. Look, we all saw it. The snap, the buckle, Week 15. Our king goes down with that brutal ACL and LCL tear. And just like that, the three-peat ambitions were buried in the turf. But listen, the reckoning is here. The 2026 offseason isn't just about rehabilitation, it's about a total system reboot. We are 1 month out of the start of free agency, and Brett Veach is staring at a $54.5 million cap deficit, the worst in the league. Honestly, it's a financial autopsy at this point. I want to know your thoughts in the comments right now. Is the throne sliding, or is this just a rebuild? Are we dead in the water without a healthy Patrick, or do you trust Veach to work the magic? Drop a comment. I'm reading them all. Look it. We need to talk about the edge. The pass rush was, honestly, anemic last year. George Karlaftis is a stone-cold cornerstone, a workhorse, a guy who embodies that Chiefs pride. But he's totally alone out there. Ashton Gillett, the third-rounder? Look, I want to like the kid, I should have liked the kid, but he left so much to be desired as a rookie. He was getting washed out of plays, lacking that bend to soften the edge. And with Spags running those simulated pressure packages, if the front four can't get home, the whole coverage shell cracks. That's why the return of Eric Bieniemy is so critical. The hammer is back in the building to fix the discipline. He's going to be in the ear of every defensive end, telling them if they don't win their one-on-ones, they can find a new home. One source inside the building at One Arrowhead Drive told me, Bieniemy hasn't even seen the guys in pads yet, and the locker room already smells like fear and respect again. The softness of 2025 is being purged. So, look, we gotta talk free agency. Veach needs to find a steal. He needs a veteran who can win quick. And honestly, 3 names just hit my desk. First up, Jalen Phillips. Look it, the talent is cosmic. When he was with the Dolphins, he was a pure terror. He's got the heavy hands and the explosiveness that makes offensive tackles look like they're standing in cement. But the injuries, they've plagued him. Believe me, if he's healthy, he's a top 5 talent. If Veach can snag him on a prove-it deal because of that medical history, it's the steal of the century. A scout watching Mahomes rehab recently whispered to me, if we get a guy like Phillips to bookend Karlaftis, Patrick won't have to throw for 500 yards just to keep us in the game. We need that pressure to protect the knee. But listen, Phillips is going to cost bank because the market is thin. So what if we look at Clavon Chason? Stop. I know what you're gonna say. Michelle, the guy was a bust in Jax. Look, honestly, he was. He was cut by Carolina too. But then he hits the Patriots and the Raiders, and boom, 15 sacks in 2 years. 9 sacks this season for New England. He was a key piece in their run to Super Bowl LX. He's got the length, the bend, and the suddenness to turn the corner. Chason finally learned how to use his leverage, says a source at One Arrowhead Drive. He's no longer just a track star, he's a football player. Drop a comment right now. Give me a hell yeah or a no way on Chason. Would you take a chance on a former bust who just found his groove in Foxborough? I want to know. Then there's Boy Mafe, the Seahawks rotational piece. just won a ring on Sunday. Look, 2 sacks in the regular season doesn't look like much on the stat sheet, but look at 44 total pressures. That is efficiency, folks. He's a quick winner. He uses that wide zone scheme experience to soften the edge and explode into the pocket. He's the perfect rotational boost for Spags. Imagine a 3rd and long situation. Chris Jones collapsing the pocket from the interior, Karlaftis bull rushing the tackle, and Mafe coming out of nowhere with that elite bend. Believe me, that is how you win in the AFC West. Honestly, we are at a crossroads. The Lamar Hunt legacy demands excellence, and 6-11 ain't it. The Arrowhead mystique has taken a hit. We need to restore the fear. I'm hearing from sources close to the team that Patrick is working like a man possessed. He's ahead of schedule on the ACL, but the LCL is the tricky part. He needs the pass rush to be elite so he doesn't have to scramble on every snap. We should have addressed this last year, but Veach is on it now. Look, the cap is a nightmare. 54.5 million over. We are going to see some cap casualties. We are going to see some restructuring. But if Veach can manipulate the books to bring in a Phillips or a Mafe, it signals to the rest of the league that the kingdom is not dead. It signals that the reckoning is here. Everyone at One Arrowhead Drive knows this is the most important offseason since 2018. The three-peat might be gone, but the dynasty is still very much alive. Believe me, Bieniemy being back is the X factor. He brings that 12 personnel mismatch mentality back to the offense, but on defense, he's going to demand that same level of violence. He wants edges set. He wants quarterbacks hit. He wants the other team to feel the weight of the Red Sea before they even step on the field. I want to know, who is your number 1 target? Phillips, Chason, or should we just draft an edge at number 9? Give me your takes. I'm reading them all. Honestly, it's gonna be a wild ride. We are 1 month out of the carnage. The soft reset button has been pressed. The standard is the standard, and One Arrowhead Drive is hungry. Patrick is grinding. Kelce is mulling. The kingdom is waiting. And believe me, when that smoke clears in September, you better hope you're not standing in the way of a rehabilitated number 15 and a reinvigorated pass rush. Stay tuned, Kingdom. We reload, we rebuild, we reign. How about those Chiefs? Roll the outro.